Hey, good morning. It's Friday, May 9th, and we're going to solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle. Today's puzzle is constructed by Willa Angel Chen Miller and Eric Agard. Eric's name certainly we've seen. He won the American Crossword Puzzle Tournament many years ago, and I don't recognize Willa's name, any of her four names. So I'm guessing that Eric lent a hand with this construction. That was probably like Willa's concept, and Eric helped dial it in, would be my guess. But I'm just guessing. It's Friday, so we're expecting a themeless puzzle, which is always fun. I love Fridays. We're at 144 out of 144. This is cool. I've never really gotten to enjoy this where my current streak is the same as my longest streak. That's wonderful. The last time when I got 138, I immediately lost it. 138. Or no, 138 was so much longer than my long streak. And then, yeah, this is the first time I've broken it. Anyways, it's springy around here. It's the middle of May. Our season at the amphitheater is about to start fairly soon. So that's exciting. And I don't know, not a whole lot to report. The NBA playoffs are still amazing, but my Celtics are just a disaster, train wreck, dumpster fire, and it's making me very, very sad. Hopefully tomorrow they can get it together and finally beat the Knicks. They are a better road team than home team, so maybe it'll help going to New York. Speaking of New York, I'm going to New York on Thursday for a wedding a week from tomorrow. So that's all I got. I'm going to stop rambling. Let's do it. Hope your week has gone well. Ready to start solving? Yes, we are. All right. Walks softly. Impossible to contact by ordinary means. Off the grid? Could be. Something Sing America. I too? No. Future focused on investigation and resolution. A feature. Turf. Like dirt. Downward facing dog. Something text. Label for a screen reader. Nice. Something Robert Jr. No idea. Encrust. What might be caught red-handed? A cracker topper. A cracker topper. A cracker topper. Raise. A popular vacation spot. I mean, plenty of popular vacation spots. Talks up. Like hypes. It's not worth what it seems. Not worth what it seems. Kick out. Oust. Roughly 62% of its claimed territory is in Antarctica. I believe that's Chile? Chile? Fine textured wood used in musical instruments. Unfettered flow of goods is free trade. Not much of that going on these days. It might turn up a turnip. It might turn up a turnip. Let's see, stir-fry protein. I want to see what's going on here. So this is not hypes. This is going to be tofu, which means maybe it's touts. Touts. Could be. And software clients are user base. Maybe. This looks weird. Maybe not. Minuscule would be like teeny. That's my opinion too. Same. Squeezes cram. Gotta be same. Phase. Yeah, okay. Same. Components of some makeovers. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention yesterday's puzzle was brutally hard. The Thursday puzzle had a really unusual structure to it and was very, very difficult. That's all. Components of some makeovers. Boatload. That's probably just like a ton or slew or something. First rate, maybe A1. R&B's Drew Hill. Be kind. First name of the first black woman to win Nobel Prize in Literature. Is it Toni Morrison? And this could be Tip. But holding one's thumb up might indicate I need a ride, like a hitchhiker. How could I... something? Cooking byproduct sometimes called liquid gold. I mean, kind of oil, right? Fry oil or rescues, maybe. Like pets, could be. 440, you're kind of right on track for Friday. Lot of blank space to work with other than this one section. So hopefully these downs treat us nicely. A fragrant rice dish. Is that like a pilaf? Day and night. Day and night. Must I spell it out further? Can't you see? This walks softly. Turf is probably sod. I feel like this is maybe don't you see? Don't you see? Pads. I too. Turf is land. What is this? Day and night is... like practices associated with pentacles. Pentacles. Enfeebled, maybe frail. Scuba diving gear, fins. OMG, didn't need to know that. TMI, too much information. She's everything. He's just Ken. Genre heard at many raves. Electronic dance music, EDM. Pioneer in computer science who has a college at Yale named after her. Well, this is a crime drama. Asian royal. Is that like a Raja or a Rani or something? Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Have the audacity is to dare. What is this? Downward facing dog. Something minor. Canis minor. Is this a star clue? Canis. I'm just guessing Canis because canine, right? Encrust. Encrust. Bake. Moving on. Colleen. Okay. Emotionally complex. Emotionally complex. Oh, bittersweet. James Baldwin's If Beale Street Could Talk. It's Memphis, right? Unnamed singer in the 2023 hit Prada. What one might subscribe to. An ism. I'll let that slide. Not to be repeated. Not to be repeated. Seeking comment. Ready or not, here I come. Title heroine who says, I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will, which I now exert to leave you. Yep. Number of kings in España named Felipe Seis. Position at a food company is a taster. A throng is a horde. Boardroom group are suits. Male. Superboy's crush. Lana. This must be slew, right? Male. Ship. Lana? Alright. Have a heart. That works. What's this? Cooking byproduct. Pasta water? Pasta water, huh? Entice is bait. And this is boss. Number of kings. This must be Sace. Hairdos. There we go. We are making progress. 10 minutes. We're getting there. Is this like alt text? Label for a screen reader. Something. Luis? Crust, is that to bake? Fly ball? What's that? Cracker topper, is it brie maybe? Raise, hoist. What is this? At all hours, okay. A popular vacation spot is a sea. It's not worth what it seems. Play money. Find pictured wood. Turn up a turnip. How could I not? Okay. So pioneer in computer science, who has a college at Yale named after her, is... I mean, I just have no idea. Is Brie wrong here? One named singer. This must be an ism. I'm going to say this is Brie. Rhea? Ray? Seashore. Not to be repeated. One and done. Title heroine, Jane Eyre. So this is a pear tree and a spade. And encrust. 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 Oh, this is major. Grace, Kate, Canis major. Wow, I was thinking minor that whole time. That didn't even occur to me until just then. Encrust is to cake. Grace Hopper? Is that a joke? I mean, like, no offense, Grace, but I've never heard of you, and I'm surprised that your name made it into this here puzzle. 1309, another relatively easy solve. For a Friday, that's definitely on the easier side, like maybe a 3 out of 10 difficulty. I enjoyed this solve, though. There's a lot of unusual fill, good stacks, off the grid, crime drama, Canis major, have a heart, I need a ride, pasta water. That's interesting. It's funny, I make a lot of pasta, and I forgot to add pasta water the other day, and I was eating it, and I was like, what is wrong with this? Why is this pasta so bad today? And it was because I had forgotten my liquid gold. Let's have a look, see what we liked. Walk softly, pads. Yep, that's true. Off the grid is where I dream of being. I too sing America. Crime drama. I watch a ton of Law and Order still. I still think Law and Order is like maybe the greatest show of all time. And ones from 30 years ago still hold up pretty well. So although there's lots of stuff where it's like, oh yeah, we would just look at a camera and find out who did that crime now. Turf is land. Canis major. Big dog. Alt text. Label for a screen reader. I don't really get any of that. I'm not totally sure what a screen reader is. So there you go. Luis Robert Jr. So don't love this one. I mean, I watch enough baseball to be fairly aware of who the big names are. For starters, this is 5 years ago. So, like, that's already tough. But Luis Robert Jr. is not someone I've ever heard of. I mean, this isn't Mookie Betts here. So I'm surprised. Cake is to encrust. Yep, that works. This was a really tough section. Raja and Grace Hopper and Canis Major. Tough. Cake is an awesome band, too. And the AMP didn't book them. We lost that booking to a nearby competitor. And I'm very upset about it because I want to go see that band. What might be caught red-handed? A fly ball. Red. Oh, a Red, like a Cincinnati Red baseball player. There you go. Brie, yep, could go on a cracker. I don't like this so much because, like, it's so broad. Like, lots of stuff. I mean, any type of cheese certainly could go, but, like, hummus or, I don't know, any kind of dip. Maybe like a French cracker topper or something. I don't know. Hoist. Yep. Seashore is a wonderful place for a vacation, although there's too many people. Touts. Play money. I really like this one. It's just not worth what it seems. Play money. Oust. Chile. Never been to Chile. I would very much like to go. Really, all of South America. And Chile also owns Easter Island, I believe, right? Pear. I didn't know that. That's cool. I don't know. Free trade. Crazy. Spade. Yup. The user base. Teeny. Same. Hairdos. Slew. Boss. Drew. Have a heart. Toni Morrison. I need a ride. How could I not? I kind of like that it's I too and I not, and I like that they are sort of symmetrically opposed. Like, this is the second one from the corner, this is the second one from the corner. I too and I not. I think that's nice juxtaposition. Cooking byproducts, pasta water, yep. Pasta's amazing because it's just like so cheap. I mean, for like, if I want to make steaks for dinner, I'm spending like $40 at least to make a steak dinner. Pasta's cheap, man. Rescues our pets. Rice pilaf, one of my favorites. My mom, hi mom, always made rice pilaf, and that's stuck with me in adulthood, and I make it regularly. At all hours, don't you see? Sod, occult, frail, fins. I would never go scuba diving. It makes me deeply claustrophobic just thinking about it. TMI, he's just can. Electronic dance music, Grace Hopper. I hope that there's some like obvious connection to pop culture that I'm missing here, but I really just don't. We don't even know what era this is. We don't even know how current this is. But I've never heard of Grace Hopper, and I don't. I just don't love that. Raja. This could have been Raja, Raji, Rani, Rana, right? Um, I'm okay. Dare. Colleen is a lass. Oh. Bittersweet, like the symphony. Beale Street could talk. Oh, I've never heard of this person, Ray. So, whatever. Ism, slide, one and done. Ready or not. Those are kind of a nice side by side. One and done, ready or not. I don't typically like three-word fill. That's too many words for an answer, for one answer. But I kind of like that they're a little bit similar. Jane Eyre, I don't know anything about Jane Eyre except that she exists in fiction. Tofu is not great. Every once in a while I eat some tofu that I'm like, oh yeah, tofu, but for the most part, pretty icky. Phase will pass. Cram. TBA, yup. Seis Kings and España named Felipe, of course, taster. That's one of those jobs that's like, oh man, I'd love to be a taster at a food company, and then you find out what the deal is, and you're like, I do not want that job. Horde. A long time ago, there was the Horde Tour, a bunch of awesome bands from the 90s would go on tour, the Horde Tour. Suits, yep, boardroom group. Ship, terrific. Lana, Eves, Bait, American Disabilities Act. I work at a venue, and the ADA compliance stuff is a huge deal for us, and I have personally witnessed disabled people's lives being improved by the American Disabilities Act. So just want to say that. I know that sometimes it's a pain in the butt when you get to Whole Foods and there's, all the good parking places are handicap spots, stuff like that, but it makes a pretty huge difference, and these are people who are already having a tough time. So anyways, wow, yikes, have a heart. Haw Flakes, never heard of that. Can't believe that made it into this puzzle, but what are you going to do? Long period is an era, and a boat should not tip. Definitely not. That's a really bad quality for boats. I've mentioned that I'm looking for a new vehicle, and I was looking at a new Forerunner, and several people independently were like, they're kind of tippy. It's like, man, I don't think I want a tippy vehicle. Still haven't bought a car. I'm working on that. I was thinking maybe tomorrow was the day, but I keep saying that, and I keep not doing it. Anyways, we solved this puzzle. 1309, pretty quick, pretty smooth. Yeah. I didn't love the fill, but it was fine. It was solid, and there was enough highlights to make it worth my time. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just trying to think of what my weekend holds. Like I said, I'm going to New York next week, so probably try and do at least another live solve this week. Probably tomorrow. I'll wear my Celtics hat so that I can whine about how the Celtics are probably going to lose again. Ugh. But yeah, probably do a solve tomorrow. If I don't manage tomorrow, then I will try to sneak in a Sunday, but you know how I feel about Sundays. Sundays are for rest. Even the Lord rested on Sunday. Anyways, click the like button. That's always appreciated, because then I know that you liked it and all my hard work and effort has not gone unnoticed. And subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of this outstanding content. This is what you're going to get here. So like and subscribe, and most importantly, I hope that you'll join me again next time for another solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.